What's up, my fellow fan figures? It's your homeboy, Funky Liffy Hooves, the commentator. He is back and reading more Splatoon Human-terrestrial refresh. Um, it's I lost count of what day it is, but it's the second week of quarantine, and honestly, I'm bummed, really. Due because of the fact of quarantine, Disney World is due because of the fact of the coronavirus. My family and I won't be going to um, Disney World. The park's closed, and we're going to reschedule it on October, I believe. God, it fucking sucks. My language, sorry. I've been waiting for like several months for this trip, and due because of the outbreak, I'm not blaming anyone, it's just, it sucks. It also sucks, honestly, guys. God. It is boring as hell in my house all day with a kid who is now starting to hit people for attention. My 4-year-old little brother. He hits my mom to get her attention. He throws fits a lot, and it's driving me up the damn walls, including with my other younger brother. I gotta get out of here. Enough about that, though. God, I feel like I'm doing a flash report before I get eaten by zombies like the apocalypse. Honestly, though, on a scale of 1 to 10, you think I could survive the apocalypse? I mean, come on now. Anyway, enough about all that mopey dumb shit. Y'all want me to read? Let's go. I'm on part 16, the final trial. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Human-terrestrial refresh. Part 16, the final trials. Kay woke up and rubbed her eyes. It was morning as the sun peered into the apartment. Cray wasn't in his sleeping bag, and what was more startling was that her alarm displayed 7:30 a.m., the earliest she had ever slept in a while. Earlier she had ever slept in a while. After brushing her teeth, Kate peered out of her bedrooms to see Cray cooking again. To her surprise, the food was not incinerated but instead was well done. Oh yeah, because the first time he made breakfast, that he freaking destroyed his eggs, destroyed the eggs he made. Oh, oh, but my thing did a weird dunk. What the? Oh, there we go. Oh, hello, you're up early. Cray knows Kate's presence. Sorry, I would overwrite again. Hey, Cray. Kate yawned a re- as a reply, exposing her teeth and fangs. Are you cooking breakfast? Yep. Okay, let's be frank. We all know about the weird tooth in the middle and on the side, but let's be clear, it's not fangs. We all know this. There actually used to be their pinchers, surprisingly, back when they were all, all squid-like. So, not fangs, pinchers. No, wait, no. They were actually beaks. Huh. Can evolution actually make beaks into teeth? I wonder. I don't know. I gotta look it up now. I gotta look it up later. I still need to look up the freaking Splatoon lore. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yeah. Yep. Just egg, just eggs and that. Nothing's particular, Cray replied. Surprisingly, after 12,000 years, I suddenly remember one of my mum's recipes and seems flipping them ain't that bad either. Really? 12,000 years and you come up with egg recipes? What? They're good with pancakes. Kate then sat by the kitchen table as Cray was preparing eggs, which once they were done, Cray placed them on the table. The eggs were covered in herbs and had other stuff to complement it. Basically, it for a restaurant over exaggerated eggs. Bon appetit, Cray said before sitting down. Kay was a little hesitant. I would be after you ate burnt eggs and sausages and bacon. Which actually you can't burn bacon. Everyone knows that. Don't, let's just say I tried burnt bacon. It felt like I was eating an overcooked chip, and it stained my mouth black. Ugh. Yeah. No, let's just say it was like eating a piece of charcoal. Let's just say that. Tastes burnt and everything. Blah, blah. Anyway, to do, Kate was a little hesitant to do so after her last experience, but it did look good and smell good. She was definitely positive for it to taste good too. Ladies and gentlemen, brace for impact. Kate, Kate cut a big and Kate cut a big piece and popped it into her mouth. It was just right, a little crispy, but nevertheless tasted so good. She didn't want to ruin the sensation, so she chewed slowly. Do you like it? Gray asked, worrying, since it looked a moment to get a clear answer. Golden, Kate summed it up in one word. Yes! Gray leaped in the air and blushed. Nice job, Chef Cray. Oh. After a few minutes, the both of them finished their breakfast. Oh my Oh my god, that was so good! Kate rubbed her stomach. I think they're really good too, Cray replied. Not not to toot on one's own. I think it was I think it's supposed to go like this, dude. No offense, but I think the work comment you're trying to do for this part says not to toot my own horn, but is that where you're trying to go? Yeah, not think it was real good too, Cray replied. Not to toot my own horn, though. Yeah, I think it should go like that. Not to toot. Here's the original one. I'm just going to read it. Not to toot on one's own trumpet, of course. Yeah, I think it sounds a little better when you say it like this. Not to toot my own horn, of course. Moment pass. Eh. So, what are we doing today? Curry asked quite excitedly. Well, hopefully be able to squeeze one last training session in the few days before left before the tournament, Kate said. Nice, Cray replied. Have you told Finn and Octolina? Oh, not yet. Thanks for reminding me. Daryl, you're like the team leader of this thing. Come on, you should be doing. Oh, mamma mia! If might have said anything to people who are Italian and actually understand what I might have said, if it's something offensive or anything like that, I am sorry. Okay? Although I really don't know any Italian words, I'm just like picking up things from like SMG4 when I watch the videos a lot. I mean, I love SMG4 personally, honestly. He's like so cool. I recently watched this one video about everyone like it's the apocalypse and Mario needs to use the bathroom, but they ran out of toilet paper. So, kind of like a coronavirus thing going on here. Anyway, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I had something on my glasses. Ugh. Kate said as she quickly went on her phone and messaged her friends. We should we should use our own weapons this time. Sure, Gray replied. I'll go get them. Make sure you put them in the case that's in the closet, Kate said. Why do we need that? Gray asked. The weapons are for sport and sport only, Kate explained. It would be dangerous to be used otherwise. Oh, right. My mistake, Gray replied embarrassingly. Ow! Leg cramp! Give me a sec! Sorry, my legs are like killing me this morning. This afternoon. I might have slept funny. Oh, give me a sec. Oh, okay, I'm back. Oh, God, that hurt like real bad. Oh, okay. Where was I? Okay, here we are. After putting the weapons in the case, the two king characters left the apartment and walked down the endless stairs. So, are we going to meet them in Inkopolis Square? Gray asked, carrying the big metal case. I messaged them to meet near the food truck, Kate replied. Are we going to walk there? Gray asked. I think we should use the metro instead, Kate said. Phew, Gray sighed in relief as the case dragged behind him. It didn't take long for the both of them to get train tickets and enter the deep sea metro, and after sitting down, a familiar sea cucumber moved along the carriage. Tickets! 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 Get on or get off! I'm doing this because the sea cucumber I recently finished the gameplay videos of the Octo expansion, so of course I know who Conductor Sea Cucumber is and what the Deep Sea Metro is as well. Well, I do my homework. I do my homework on this stuff. Don't judge me. Sea Cucumber yelled bossily as he moved on by. That is before noticing Kate, Cray, and a huge case in between them. Oh, hello, you two. Haven't seen you in a good while. Sea Cucumber jolted, bit, noticing them, and replied welcomingly. Hey, Sea Cucumber. Cray replied happily. Alright, I had to pause for a minute. My brother, he has a very ever since the quarantine, he has a tendency to barge in my room without permission, and it's driving me a little nutty. Where was I? See, cucumber. I see you've been showing him the way of the Inkling, eh? Sea Cucumber said. I know, I sound like a Stitch impersonator, okay? Don't judge me. Yep, he's becoming a good one too, Kay answered. Gray secretly blushed as a result. Yee. So, what's the case for? Sea Cucumber asked before stretching his head. Oh yeah, I forgot. They're kind of like slug-like creatures, right? I forgot. Are sea cucumbers like sea slug sort of beings? I forgot. I don't know. We're training a little more for the Splat tournament, Kate replied. Cray's joining in too. Cray's joining in it too. You mean as in help you with dodging and that? Sea Cucumber asked. That's quite neat. No, Cray actually competing with us, Kate replied. What? Sorry, I made myself laugh when I did that. Sea Cucumber shouted. Isn't that? Shh. Kate and Cray suddenly hushed the sea cucumber. Isn't that cheating? You could easily get disqualified for it. Sea Cucumber continued with a whispered voice instead. We're going to sneak Cray in to be the fourth player. Kate winked while tapping her keep it a secret between you and me, you and us. All right, Sea Cucumber agreed with the whisper. You have my promise. Be safe out there. We will, Sea Cucumber. Gray smiled. Oi, sea snail! Shouted an angry person with a carriage ahead of them. You gonna drive this tin can or what? You're out that way, and I'll toss you out of town, even if you have a ticket. Sea Cucumber yelled. Excuse us. Excuse you too, and good luck. A metro journey later, and both Kate and Cray entered Ingoplo Square with the metal case in Cray's arm. To their surprise, the square was filled with more inklings and octolings. Excuse me. Excuse-moi. Cray was first armed to the score. Arms to their surprise that the square was filled with more inkling and octolings, to the point where they were more than when Cray was first discovered. Kate and Cray sat on chairs by a Krusty Scene's food truck all in almost no time at all, Finn and Octolina shortly appeared. Hey guys! Oh wait, my bad. Sorry, I missed the O. Oh, hey guys! Cray noticed the both of them who looked quite tired. Finn was the most. You sure know how to wake somebody up early, Finn replied, rubbing his eyes that were very tired. Whoop, sorry, Kay replied. Thought you guys were awake. What's the case for? What's the case for? Octolina asked. We brought our weapons over, Cray said. Neat. Should we be going, then? Octolina asked. Okay, doing a female voice is like trying to do a deep grumbling voice for like 24 hours, and it kind of hurts a little bit once in a while, okay? Don't judge. Let's let's just wait a bit for Finn to wake up a little, Kate said. Looks like he stayed up all night. I did, Finn confessed. Dude, what are you doing that for? I know, very healthy. Suddenly, Off the Hook began to broadcast again despite occurring almost every day. The group jumped as it started. Ah! Okay, so I might have forgotten how to do the voices I've done with Pearl and Marina beforehand in the previous chapters, but damn, I never thought I needed to warm up for this part. Ugh. Okay, let's get this over with. These voices are going to be high pitched and squeaky, so don't judge me, okay? Damn, I keep forgetting these guys are in there. I mean, we only see them in like the off the hook live thing and like a previous chapter later, but I'm not going to spoil anything else. I'm not telling you what chapter. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Shit. Here we go again. Oh god, I did that mean thing. Anyway. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try to do with Pearl. So, ladies and gentlemen, please brace for impact for this voice acting. This is going to be a tough one. All right, where was I? Yeah. You know what time it is? Pearl yelled rhetorically. It's Off the Hook, coming to you live from Inkopolis Square. Okay, so the previous one I did for Pearl, and this one is Marina, and I gotta say, not bad with Marina, I gotta say. She's more like one of those Octolings that's a little shy and timid, like we've seen her from Off the Hook before in Splatoon 2, that stuff. Uh, you know, added Maria added on. To keep you guys posted, it is 3 days left till the Splat tournament starts, Pearl said. 3 days? Maria said in surprise. Time sure does fly, doesn't it? It sure does. When the time comes, remember that they'll be monitored by yours truly and we'll keep a record by the end of the day, Pearl said. Ooh, I'm so excited, Maria shouted excitedly. But oh god, brain fart. Oh, be sure to apply through before tonight. Bleh. I'll try that again. Be sure to apply though before tonight. Pro continued, or you may not be considered for choosing the final few. It's sad to see a lot of teams get rejected, Marina said. Sadly, some talent has to be wasted. Relax, I'm sure there's a spectacular. Wait, hold on. I'm sure they'll be spectating well. Relax, I'm sure they'll be spectating well. But until next time, Pearl said, as both she and Marina stood up. Don't get cooked, stay off the hook. Marina and Pearl said simultaneously before the broadcast faded to black again. That was a bit of a short broadcast, Kate replied. Guess they wanted to tell us quickly, Kate said. Of course, suddenly realizing that Finn had suddenly fell asleep in that amount of time. Finn? Octolina tapped Finn's head. Finn suddenly jerked up. Huh? Oh, let's just go and get this over with before I pass out again, Finn said. After Finn recovered, the group returned to the same training arena where Kate was ready to prep the team up. Alright, you maggots! Oh, what did she solder from TF2? I'm sorry, give me a minute. Okie dokie, let's do this. I really hope this thing has been recording everything, or else I might have to do it all over again. Anyway. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, my bad. Kate walked. Alright, you maggots. Kate walked forward and back in front of the others who were lined up like soldiers. In a couple of days, the Splat tournament is going to begin, and this will be your last training session. We may have gone through a few rough times, but I now believe that with luck by our side, we'll be able to win this. Cray smiled at Kate, proud of her optimism as she smiled back. Even if we don't, at least we can share the satisfaction of competing. Kate continued monologuing, but we have something that the other team will not. We are strong. We are smart. We are unstoppable. For what are we, team? Sea creatures? Finn and Octolina shouted excitedly. And one human! Oh wait, they shouted. Cray added later on. And what do we fight for? Kay asked. The tournament! The others shouted excitedly. Yes, it will be tough work, but to get it. Wait. Yes, it will be tough work to get it. To get it, but I know we can. Even everyone does that part. Can if everyone does their part. Kate said. We could be scared, but are we kids or are we squids? Squids! Finn shouted. Well, I'm a kid, Craig interrupted, and Octoline is an octopus. Kate then repeated the statement but corrected herself. Are we kids, squid, and octopuses? Are we squids, kids, and octopuses? Kate continued. Yeah! The rest shouted. Good, this is the most complicated team ever. Alright, start on 3. Kate put her hands out. The others joined in and continued and counted and continued counting. Ugh, God. 1, 2, no wait, 3, 2, 1. What I mean? I tried, okay? I had to try. Don't judge me. Everyone lifted their hands in the air. Cray did also, but didn't say Woomy. Woomy? Cray replied in confusion and raised an eyebrow. It's pretty much saying booyah, but in Inkling, Finn explained. Oh, right, Cray replied. Let's get practicing, Kate shouted excitedly. Kate has her fingers crossed that training would be better than the last few times, hoping too that Cray was getting better at this and that the coaching efforts really paid off. Alright, what are we starting with? Octolina asked. How about we try target practice? Kate said in hopes to see an improvement. Um, okay, sure. Cray stuttered and was quite worried. Inflatable squid shaped dummies then conjured from the ground. Are are we taking turns? Cray asked. Yeah, you can go last if you want, Kate said. Sure. Cray was slightly relieved. But after taking a few turns later, the tension suddenly built up. The others stared at Cray as she was ready to shoot. Cray's arms were slightly shaking and his legs could give in at any second. Silence echoed as he was getting ready. Come on, Cray! Oh, wait, whispered. Whoops! Come on, Cray. Shoot! Craig gained confidence and pulled the trigger, and in one instant the dummy exploded from the shot he hit. He actually hit it. Great job, Craig, Kate said. Nice one, Octolina added. Craig was in relief. Phew! I thought I was going to pass out for a second, Craig said. Good job, but how will you deal with moving targets? Finn said. Wait, what? Craig intervened. Suddenly, the dummies began to move and the difficulty began to raise. You wanna start, Craig? Kay asked. Sure, I can take this. Craig said before aiming his weapon again. He shot again, hitting another target. The others were impressed. Ooh. Craig was motivated to shoot more and began splatting all of the targets like whack-a-mole. He's hitting them like crazy, Octolina said. Kate joined in on shot a target before Craig's shot could land on it. Craig turned to face her. How about we make it interesting? Uh-oh, Kate said. Whoever gets the most targets again wins. Craig took both of his weapons out. I like that challenge, Craig replied. Ooh. Oh, sorry, I'm doing all my country voices now. Oh boy. Finn and Octolina looked at each other before joining in. The group then began to shoot targets rapidly around the arena in quick haste, running everywhere to get the most. Kay was very proud of Cray as he wasn't missing a shot, but she couldn't let Cray win. Boo! Booyah! Kate shouted another target before Cray did. It's going to be like that, huh? Cray said, suddenly getting more competitive. Competitive. It wasn't until that the game lasted for 20 minutes and was in no rush of stopping. The group began to shoot at rapid speed and Kate was in the lead. Cray, however, began to be more of a challenge for her. He was getting faster, stronger, and began to take the lead. After 10 minutes later, Kate, Finn, and Octolina threw in the towel while Cray was still going. And in a quick moment, Cray suddenly stopped too, since he was so fast that the moving target malfunctioned. I am Cray! Cray shouted with his gun in the air. Destroyer of evil! Take it easy, it's just a game. Cray suddenly fell on his butt, very exhausted. Phew, all that training has made me pooped. So, who won? Asked. Cray asked. You did. By a big margin, Kate replied. Got to admit, you've improved dramatically. I'm starting to get worried of your arrogance, though. Uh, Besides that, at the rate you're doing, we'll be able to win Splatfest tournament in no time, Octolina said. Cray blushed. But we can only hope now, Finn said. There may be a chance that we may not be able to enter after applying. We need to be accepted first. Dude, you had to jinx it! A moment passed. Ah, crap! We still need to apply! Finn shouted, suddenly realizing that they couldn't be in big trouble. Quick, let's get to there before they close, Kate shouted. The group then quickly rushed to the tournament stand. They can only hope now. To be continued. I might read another one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do another one. So we are now doing part 16.5. It begins. So it's kind of like a second part to the chapter 16 that we previously read. The group rushed to the tournament stand in quick haste, but stopped behind a corner so they were hidden. The others were looking at Cray. Alright, Cray, you got your disguise? Finn asked. I'm ready. Cray put on his kettle helmet and gave a thumbs up. Remember, you're supposed to look like a new member of the team, Kate said. If the jellyfish is suspicious, act like you don't know who Cray is, okay? You're just a regular inkling. Got it? Got it, Cray said confidently. I hope uh I hope we don't screw up. My mouse went weird. I hope we don't screw this up. Octolina started trembling. I hope you're good at acting. I sure hope you're good at acting. I got this in the bag. Okay, here it goes. Kate was scared. Who wouldn't be? The group held their breath and walked worryingly towards the tournament stand where the jellyfish noticed their return. Well. I see you got. Hold on, what was the voice I did with jellyfish? Let's see, I did the sea cucumber. Did I do? Well, I think that was the first time I did a sea cucumber. Well. I see you got a new teammate. No, that sounds too. Well. I see you got a new teammate. And at the last minute, the jellyfish looked up from his clipboard and put it to one side. We sure do. When I apply for the tournament, Finn replied. I kinda already knew that, the jellyfish said. Can I get your names, please? Kate, Kate replied. Finn replied. Octolina replied. It took a moment for Cray to answer, with the others looking at him. SpongeBob. SpongeBob! Really, Tribite? Oh, that's funny. Bonnie crowed right there. Gray answered very hesitantly but confidently as well. SpongeBob? I guess that's a nickname, right? The jellyfish raised an eyebrow at Cray. Okay, I'm trying to do a different voice as long as I go for a jellyfish, but bleh. It sure is, Cray replied. Alright. The jellyfish stared at Cray suspiciously. So, what will your team name be? The group exchanged looks before looking directly at Finn. Finn sighed. Octo Squid, please. Finn said reluctantly. Finn reluctantly. Sorry, my brain farted for a sec. Sure. Just need to verify your ID and turf war level before you can be entered in, the jellyfish said before handing out one of his tentacles. Kate, Finn, and Octoline gave in some sort of license with their details on it before the jellyfish started at who was pretending to be this so-called SpongeBob. I don't have one? Gray admitted with embarrassment. Wait, you haven't leveled up? Have you ever even played Turf Wars? The jellyfish grew more suspicious. Not a full one. Cray knew the jellyfish was seeing through him. The others were getting worried too. Plan's going. The plan's not going to work. The plan's not going to work. Inner thought. Sorry. Don't panic, Cray. Hang on. Something fishy here. The jellyfish replied. Do you even think you're fit enough for it? I've got I got nerves of steel and muscles of sand, Gray replied with fighting poses and eyes of jelly, and as dumb as a starfish. Oh, and as dumb as a starfish. Oi, Finn, watch it, Finn whispered. Okay. Oh, really? If you can play Turf Wars and you're actually an inkling under that helmet, the name three phrases are common inkling says, the jellyfish says, beginning to test Cray now. Oh god! He only knows Woomy in a few words! Ah! The others stared at Cray in panic, hoping he'd get it right. Well, there's Woomy, Booyah, and, Cray was trying to figure it out. Fish? The others facepalm. The jellyfish gave Cray a brief suspicious stare, but then shrugged it off. Meh, 2 out of 3. Close enough. The jellyfish said, SpongeBob should be able to join your team. Yes! Kay and the others jumped in excitement. But are you really sure about keeping him? The jellyfish actually looked worried for the group. This is a strict and challenging tournament where you could die in an instant on this guy isn't even level 1. The others beside Cray looked at each other before smiling and turning back to the jellyfish. We are committed, Kate smiled confidently. Are you definitely double up most certainly sure about this? You're at a major disadvantage, the jellyfish said. We're sure, Kate replied again with a blunt answer. All right, the jellyfish began jotting down on his clipboard. Okay, tomorrow you'll be keeping team posts on whether they make the final few. You may have a chance, but don't worry over it. We should get you the new news before it starts. Okay, see ya. Kate replied. All but Cray then got their IDs back and they sat down by the food truck. Oh my god! Oh my god, we did it! Octolina shouted in relief. Get ready, Cray, Kate said. Thanks, Cray replied with a blush. I've almost peed myself. But seriously though, who on earth is even SpongeBob? Finn said in confusion. That's for me to know and you to find out, Cray echoed mysteriously. The plan was dumb, but also clever. Aquilina, I thought you were on Kate's side. What gives, girl? Aquilina said. So, hate to break the relief, but what do we do now? Cray asked. All we can do now is wait, I guess. Finn shrugged. That being said, I gotta go. My other friends want to talk to me about something. Yeah, I gotta go too, Octolina replied shyly. I need to make sure that exterminators come to get rid of my plankton termite problem. Plankton termite? What the hell is that? Is it like plankton from SpongeBob that are like eating wood on termite? Is it like that? Huh. Interesting. Finn and Octolina both let with a wave. Well, that just leaves you and me, Gray said. It sure does. But I think we should get home too. It's going to get dark soon, Kate replied. Okay, sure, Gray said as he wandered to the station. We sure got have given a strange hum. Wait, got given a strange hum. That don't make no sense. We sure have gotten a strange human. We sure have got. We sure were given a strange human. I'll give nature that, Kate said to herself. A journey on the deep sea metro later, and Kate and Cray returned back home with their weapons. The both of them collapsed on the couch with a big flop of exhaustion. Phew. Cray sighed a breath of relief. That training felt really good. That's probably the best session we've had. Although one complaint I have is that you just went in the action, Kate said. What do you mean? Cray asked curiously. You know, you look a bit too confident. You gotta make sure you don't splat out there, Kate explained. I promise I won't get splatted, Cray replied, but I'll take a note of that. Kate smiled. You did well out there, buddy, Kate said before giving Cray a light bump on his left arm. A moment of silence passed as Cray smiled back. Then Cray looked away and sighed depressingly. What is it, Cray? Kate asked in a serious tone. I just hope I can get home soon. I mean, I like it here I like it here very much, but I know I can't replace my true place in the world, Craig confessed, even if this new world is too similar. Craig then giggled pathetically. It's funny, really. The world I like is a world I don't belong in, and I'm trying so hard not to screw it up. Cray began to become upset. It sure wasn't easy, but it was easier adjusting to her than it was back then. But my mind can't seem to remember why. Why can't you remember? Kate asked to ask. It took Cray a long moment to think and came up with nothing. I I I don't know, Cray replied. Maybe it's because you don't want to remember. What? Cray was suddenly pierced by a freezing chill, being poked to what his conscience echoed to him and slightly shuddered. Ooh, you okay? You don't look so good. Kate looked rather worried. I'm fine. Cray's skin began to become pale. What should we do now? Finn's right to say that all we can do now is wait to see if we are accepted in, Kate said. That should be fine, Cray said. There are only 32 team slots, Kate interrupted. That doesn't sound too bad, Cray said. Out of probably the few hundred that applied before us, Kate continued. Oh, Cray replied. But I think you should get some rest, Kate continued. You look like a little pale. Cray then had an early night, and Kate joined him a while later. Meanwhile, in a shady part of the city, a group of 7 octolings chill in what seems to be a hideout consisting of a new beanbag chairs, graffiti, and other things inside of a garage. One of these octolings was by a phone having a friendly conversation. It was Bestie. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. Good. Glad to hear it. See you later. Betsy put the phone to one side and put her hands together. We made it into the big leagues, guys! The other celebrated a bit to hear the good news. Uh, Ha! Wait till we see all their dumb faces while we splat them. And one of the Octopose members laughed sinisterly. They don't stand a chance. Big deal. The other teams aren't a threat anyway. Another one replied. I don't know, guys. Some of the teams look a bit scary. The runt of the group trembled. Pfft, those teams know nothing about how turf war is. The battlefield works. Not know how true turf war in the battlefield works. Betsy replied with a stern expression. I know, but shouldn't we be a little less how do I how do I say it? The runt the runt continued. Arrogant? Betsy then pinned them to the wall and caught the others off guard. Listen here, you punk. I'm not as soft as I look, okay? I didn't suffer for years underground just to lose what I want most. Bessie raged and pointed at the runt's face. Is that the award? The runt asked. Betsy tightened her grip, almost strangling them. No, you blasted barnacle head. I don't want the money or the award. I want to prove to this goddamn city that Arklings are the ones who deserve freedom, Betsy continued. We've been ridiculed for so long, and it's time we pay back the Inklings for what they did. Oh, God, it's there. Let me guess. Ex-soldier? Oh, for the love of God. Betsy then gave up and let go of the runt, letting them, there was two of them, fall to the floor as Betsy turned away and had her hand behind her back. We've suffered too long for this moment. That's why we need to make it count, Betsy said. As long as we win, the crowd will love us, and we need the support so they let us win. But what about Kate's team? An octopus member asked. There'll be no trouble unless they survive, Betsy smiled sinisterly. You get the others, but leave that Kettlehead guy to me. He's mine. Oh, dude. Shit's about to get real, ladies and gentlemen. Shit's about to get real. My language. A couple of days later, uh, I think this is just the inner mind of Cray. So, is he having an inner argument with himself? Okay, here we go. Cray, is this going to happen every time with you? Cray, why can't you remember? I've tried, but I can't. I just appeared here knowing nothing. I just want to go home. Wait, hold on. He appeared out of nowhere, just knowing nothing. Wouldn't that mean he doesn't know his name or anything, like amnesia junk and stuff? Is Cray actually his name, or a Confucius? Your home is safe, even after 12,000 years. Really? Then why am I not there? Because you've been summoned to do something. Oh, come on! Don't tell me it's another summon to another world thing. Come on! That only works with the animes. Come on! And before summoned to do something else before you can rest. And what's that? You know when I said terrible things are coming? Yeah? It still hasn't been stopped. If it still hasn't been stopped, then why don't you do something about it? Leave me alone. I need to think. About what? Cray paused in his thoughts. I want to know why I'm here, and why my mind is in pieces. Your mind is scattered. Find the fragments, and you'll find out soon enough. But how do I... Wake up! Cray began to wake up and realized Kate was over him, shaking his body. A few tears were emerging from her eyes. Wake up, please! Kate shouted, upset. I'm awake! What happened? Cray quickly sat up. You looked a bit sick, and when I checked on you, you weren't breathing for a moment. Kate then hugged Cray. I'm so glad you're safe. Whoa. Time out. Hold up. So, if I might take my hypothesis, more estimated guess here, is he like going, after this great danger happens, is he like going to, I don't know, probably vanish into dust and die? Or what's going on with this inner head thing? Who's he talking to? To someone else in the past or something? What's going on here? I'm like confused. Anyway, oh boy, my mom's at her limit. Anyway, where was I? Craig began to wake up and realized Kate was over. But oh wait. I already read all this. It was weird because for the past few days, Craig was sleeping fine, albeit still a bit pale. All a bit, albeit still a bit pale. I don't know. I'm okay, Kate. Don't need to worry. Craig managed to calm Kate down. Suddenly, Kate's phone began to vibrate. Who's calling? Don't know. It doesn't say. Kate put the phone to her ear and left the room. Hello? Hello? Yes, this is Kate. Did your team get through? There was a. Did our team get through? There was a long pause. Okay, okay. Thanks for the notice, Kate replied before turning her phone off. What did they say? Kate was curious. It's the jellyfish from the tournament stand, Kate said excitedly. We made it in! Yeah, boy! I mean, I knew that. That's great! Kate responded excitedly as well. Then they hugged each other with joy for a small moment. We gotta tell the others! Then let's go! Cray replied. To be continued. That's right, y'all. You get a special day treat. Oh, well, mostly that's been like my thing for the past few days now, but bleh. You got another two-parter. Yeah, boy. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hang in there, wash your hands. No other announcement, but please share my videos with your other fellow fanfickers and hit that like and notification bell to let you know what I've been doing. And go ahead and whack that freaking like button. Alright? Thank y'all so much for listening. This is your homeboy, Funky Lippy Heads, the Commodore, signing out. Peace.